Article 266 of the Indian Constitution deals with the financial structure of the Indian government at both the central and state levels. It specifies the framework for the management of public funds. Here's a detailed explanation of its clauses. Clause 1. Consolidated Fund of India and Consolidated Fund of the States. This clause mandates the creation of two consolidated funds. Consolidated Fund of India includes all revenues received by the Government of India, such as taxes, duties, fees, etc. All loans raised by the Government of India through treasury bills, loans, or other borrowing methods. Repayments of loans previously made by the Government of India. Consolidated Fund of the State includes similar revenues, loans, and repayments collected by individual state governments. These funds are the main accounts into which all government revenues are deposited and out of which all expenditures are made. They are central to government financial operations. Clause 2. Public Account of India and Public Account of the States refers to all other public monies received by the central or state governments that do not form part of the Consolidated Fund. Examples include Provident Fund deposits, savings schemes, judicial deposits, trusts, and other miscellaneous receipts. These funds are managed separately and are credited to the Public Account of India or the respective state's public account. Clause 3. Appropriation from the Consolidated Fund. Restriction on withdrawals. No money can be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund of India or a state without parliamentary or legislative authorization. Appropriation of funds. The government can only use funds from the Consolidated Fund according to laws passed by Parliament for the central government or state legislatures for state governments. The procedures outlined in the Constitution, including the annual budget process and appropriation acts. Key takeaways. Consolidated Fund, the main account for all government receipts and expenditures. Public account, for funds held by the government in trust for other entities or individuals. Legislative oversight, ensures no funds are spent without approval by the legislature, providing accountability and transparency. This framework ensures that public money is managed systematically and used only for authorized purposes in line with constitutional provisions. The Constitution of India. Part 12. Finance, Property, Contracts and Suits. Chapter 1. Finance. General. Article 266. Consolidated Funds and Public Accounts of India and of the States. 1. Subject to the provisions of Article 267 and to the provisions of this chapter with respect to the assignment of the whole or part of the net proceeds of certain taxes and duties to states, all revenues received by the Government of India, all loans raised by that government by the issue of treasury bills, loans or ways and means advances, and all monies received by that government in repayment of loans shall form one consolidated fund to be entitled the Consolidated Fund of India, and all revenues received by the government of a state, all loans raised by that government by the issue of treasury bills, loans or ways and means advances, and all monies received by that government in repayment of loans shall form one consolidated fund to be entitled the Consolidated Fund of the State. 2. All other public monies received by or on behalf of the Government of India or the Government of a state shall be credited to the Public Account of India or the Public Account of the State, as the case may be. 3. No monies out of the Consolidated Fund of India or the Consolidated Fund of a state shall be appropriated except in accordance with law and for the purposes and in the manner provided in this Constitution.